everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Out of Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day of the most amazing variety. Today we got something absolutely dope in store, and that dopeness is gonna come over here in the store where the Chinese New Year celebration appears to have begun. Now, last year we did actually get a full-out Chinese New Year event that might very well still be happening this year, but it appears that for the time being, there are at the very least some specials going on in the store starting just a couple of hours ago. First off, we have the True Warriors pack, which gives you all of these items that actually were available from last year, and technically, if you left them in your inventory, would still be there. These are the only event items that have never disappeared, so hopefully they'll actually be sticking around this time too, because I'm not gonna lie, this is probably some of the dopest armor in the game, and the Guandao weapon that you get as well is super freaking dope, not to mention this Chinese dragon brand new chopper skin that we are gonna go ahead and cop for ourselves and apply and see just how dope this bad boy looks. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase these bad boys, and as you guys can see over here, once they are purchased, they cannot be purchased anymore. They can only be purchased once, and now that they have been purchased, we can go ahead and collect all of these new things that there are, and we're gonna be parading around today in this Chinese New Year theme to start the celebration of such a dope holiday. And what better way than with this amazing armor equipped and with our trusty Chinese dragon skin that we are going to be seeing in action for the very first time. We have all of the paints as well to go ahead and apply this bad boy. So there we have it upon our chopper, and unfortunately our chopper is a little bit on the dirty side, so we're gonna get some water to wash this bad boy. And with the 5 bottles of water that we need to clean this off, we are gonna be seeing this bad boy in all of its beauty as soon as we give it a quick wash. And looky here, the Chinese dragon skin in action. So let me know what you guys think of this bad boy, if you think it's even worthwhile getting. And here's the thing, maybe hold off on getting it, because I have a feeling that the Chinese New Year event, because Kafir in this past couple of months have pretty much repeated every single event that we have seen in the past, so it's very likely that there is going to be a repeat of the Chinese New Year event as well. And I'm guessing this is going to be some sort of a prize, kind of similar to how all of these pieces of armor that we are currently rocking right now were actually prizes during the last year. But here we are in all of our dopeness with our amazing chopper over here, our awesome, absolutely kick butt armor, and this dope Guandao that we're going to be taking for a spin on a couple of enemies who are going to be unlucky enough to feel the wrath of this bad boy and also feel the wrath of this armor. So first things first, let's just go ahead and put that Vata away, collect ourselves a little bit of hydration, and we are going to be dealing with the witch first and foremost. We do also have a raid lined up that we're going to be heading over to, so no worries about that, guys and gals. Plenty of dopeness planned for today, but let's go and take this bad boy out for a spin, not for a skin. I'm not skinning myself, man. I'm decking myself out in a skin, kind of, sort of, if you think about it. But let me know what you guys think of this bad boy, if you guys think it's worth it, and if you guys think this is going to be a prize in a potential and I believe likely upcoming Chinese New Year event, since the Chinese New Year is going to be underway. It is February, and I'm not sure on the exact date that the Chinese New Year begins or concludes, but I do know that around February of last year, the event did kick off. So at the very least, we know that it exists, and, well, we're giving it a little bit of a go. But go and let me know what you all think about it in that comment section down below, and reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way until we get to $5 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure subscribed. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of last day on Earth information. Not to mention, as soon as anything new does come out, such as even not necessarily an update, but if there's something new in the store, I am more than happy to go ahead and give it a look and showcase it to you guys, so you can then maybe determine yourselves, hey, is it something that I want to see myself within? Like, for example, do I think this is worth it? to get like this armor or whatnot, and we're showing it off here. But honestly, I do kind of want to save this armor because I never got the Chinese pantalones last year. We actually have every piece of the warrior set except for the pants, so hopefully we can bring a little bit of a change to, well, first off, hopefully we can kind of keep this stuff around and not have it totally disappear after it takes the inevitable damage of the beating that it's about to be withstanding. But yeah, as soon as anything new comes out, whether that be an update or something super dope like this from the store, we are always checking it out absolutely ASAP, and we're also trying to get the sneak attack off on the witch absolutely ASAP, and eat Guandao misses. Woo! Oh my god, witch is doing a lot of damage. All right, I'm a shotgun rain you instead, witch, because apparently the Guandao and maybe melee weapons in general only do half damage to the witch. So as much as I'd love to be using that in this situation right here, I believe that that might not be the best course of action. The best course of action right now is going to be running away from all of these zombies, trying to line up a conga line of these bad boys and getting a big old hit on them with a little bit of shotgun rain. Goodbye to pretty much every single one of you guys right there. See you later, alligators. And we probably got a couple more enemies coming our way. I'm not going to be using the Guandao for this battle, but we'll definitely bring it out for today's raid that we have lined up, which is looking pretty promising, I must say. Let's go and spread a little bit of that shotgun rain to everyone's favorite boss lassie over here, the witch, because she is the only lassie in the game that just so happens to be of the boss variety. And please don't hit me for like a big hit out here. I don't know how well this armor can withstand one of her like super hits when she does like a ton of damage, and I'm kind of worried about it. So I hope that this doesn't, like, I don't know, as long as she keeps on doing those baby hits, we'll be okay. But I'm just very concerned about what a big hit's gonna contain sometime here. We're still doing okay, and we should be able to get her to do her battle cry. And oh mama, we got a floater bloater on us this time. We have made some boo-boos. I'm gonna take out this diseased wolf since he's the only enemy in here that is over 80 health, so they do not die as easily as everyone else. And there comes another wolf, so let's just get everyone lined up in this conga line, and we're gonna have a little bit more shot to go to rain. It's a spread into all of those poor schmucks, and then I'll go ahead and clean up the crew with a little bit of AK thunder. But yeah, as soon as anything new comes out in the game, whether it be a new update or just something new within the store, we're always checking it out absolutely ASAP, having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time with it as well. And ooh, she has none of her limbs. Sorry to hear that, witch. You're probably not going to be doing a lot of damage with a complete lack of arms. Yeah, that's right. We're still going to be able to do a ton of damage to her. And a shotgun rain number 1, a shotgun rain number 2, and she has 1 health left. So what a better way to take her down than with the ceremonial... Oh, hold on. Got to burp here for a sec. Sorry about that burp there. Guandao. This is prime scenario. See ya, Mrs. Witch. Wouldn't want to be, and unfortunately she did not drop anything for us, so we are gonna dip skedaddle on out of there. Maybe there will be some sort of an event of Snaps the Chopper variety. No, airdrop. I will take an airdrop though. Never complain about an airdrop. Always goods to be had over there. But yeah, we're always staying up to date with all of those new updates. As soon as anything comes out, we are hopping into those absolutely ASAP, and we are staying as in the loop about all the info around these updates as possible. Anytime any new info comes out, we are releasing it absolutely ASAP to you guys, so you know and stay in the loop. And not just that, oftentimes we are breaking it down, connecting it with info released from the past to give us the clearest look at the future of Last Day on Earth and to be as prepared for those updates as soon as they come. And of course, then we dive into those updates themselves and showcase everything that they have to offer, so you guys per Snaps can be as prepared for them as possible as well, whether it be a new location, maybe a new boss, some sort of new potential prize you can work your way up to, whatever it be. We're always showcasing what to do, how to prepare for, and in the, you know, an example of maybe a prize for defeating some sort of a big boss, for example, showing if that prize is even worth going after in the first place, you know, because sometimes some of the stuff that does come out isn't really that much worthwhile, and god dang it, it's a dealer. Can we not get a chopper event to spawn in today? Come on, game. I was really hoping for one over there, but we do still have a little bit of a raid to head on over to, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run to the motel, because we gotta start running back to base anyway, and we're just gonna kind of pop on in, pop on out, because usually when you enter and leave a location, there is a chance that something will spawn. In this case, I'm crossing my fingers that that thing could perhaps be the motorcycle event that will grant us lots of very good goods. But dude, I'm loving this chopper skin, and I love with the new way that chopper skins work. We only need that skin once, and then we are set for life. It does cost paint to repaint it that color, but at least we always have it available to us. And things are not looking good at the moment. So we'll run our way back home, pop in and out, and see if maybe that spurs a motorcycle to spawn in. If not, I think we'll go ahead and dip-ski-daddle from there and prepare for that raid. But that notification bell is also going to keep y'all in the loop with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. Just earlier today, we actually went ahead and released this brand new game we had the opportunity to check out called Genesis Alpha 1 that was actually a ton of fun, and god dang it, this motorcycle is not spawning in. But Genesis Alpha 1, that was a ton of fun to check out. We're in outer space, and we have like our own ship that we could like expand with modules. We can go to planets. We got to survive everything that those, like, there's a whole lot to it. Long story short, check out that video. I think you guys are going to love it. It's a pretty dope survival game, and we have a pretty dope raid to go ahead and prepare for. So we'll start doing that, and we will be bringing this Guandao along for the raiding ride as well, and putting it to use along with this armor that it took a little bit of a beating today, and we can't really get more because these are sold, and it's not like there's a timer or anything on these, but maybe as the days go on, more stuff will come out for Chinese New Year, because otherwise, like, I feel like instead of just saying sold, like, if we did everything that we could with this interface, I feel like it just totally disappeared, because that's something that these kinds of things in the store have done before. But I don't know, that's just my thoughts around it. But I'm gonna go ahead, prepare for this raid, and talk to y'all in a sec. And alrighty then, boys, I think we're ready to give this raid a ye olden college try. Let's just go ahead and fill up that gas right there. We got 2 C4 at our disposal, and about to be 6 level 1 hatchets, which from my calculations and research of this base should be more than plenty for what's in store for us if we go ahead and play our cards correctly. Now you might be like, Star, how in darnation do you have information? Oh my god, those bars right there. But how in darnation do you have information about this base? Where have you researched it? And this is actually a question that I do get quite a little bit, so just want to go ahead and clarify around it in case you guys are ever raiding a base. What you can and should definitely do is head over to YouTube and look up like LDOE or Last Day on Earth and then the name of the base raid. That is like my go-to advice, because oftentimes there's actually going to be a pop-up of a video of someone raiding that base that just gives you a very good clue of what rooms might be worthwhile and what might not be worthwhile. And I'm going to go ahead and do my best to do something very similar for you guys and gals. And if you guys go ahead and do that strategy, sometimes you might even come across some of my old videos, because we do actually, we do raid a lot of these bases, and oftentimes I will put the name of their bases while it's not like in the title or anything. It's still in the YouTube tags, so it should like pop up in the video and will hopefully be of great use to you. Unlike this chest, which is of negative use to me and all of its 5 trash. Pretty cool collectibles, but nothing that I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the loot, and I believe that there is some pretty decent loot to be had in that little room right over there. So let's go and get ourselves a little bit of C4, and we should be prepared to put a boom into that base and a giant dent into that wall as well. And that sounds like music to my ears. But in the meantime, why don't we give a little bit of a tour of the base other than that, and you guys can see that it definitely doesn't appear to be the biggest base by any means, nor the most like normal looking of shapes. It's definitely one of the otter shaped bases. Otter shaped, like an otter. Bad pun, I know, but it's kind of like one of the odder shaped bases I've come across. Boom, baby. But nonetheless, still very dope. And see ya. Let's go and slice these dudes up Guandao style. I believe that's the way it's called. And well, there's plenty of slice and dice where that came from, lads and lassies. Number 1 for you, and number 2 will do you in. And here's the last fast biter who needs to die via this wonderful weapon. And I don't know, man, it's just a pretty cool weapon to have in general, since it does do kind of like that magic number of 50 damage. It's not good for enemies with 80 health nor 240 health, but this is kind of like one of the more perfect weapons when it comes to taking down toxic enemies. Toxic abominations and toxic spitters. Spitters have 100 health and abominations have 300, are perfect to be taken down by this weapon, because you will not quote-unquote lose any damage, you know what I mean? Like, if you attack someone, like, you'll never, like, do more damage than the health that they have, which is perfecto because you don't need to worry about, like, I don't know, potentially losing out, or sometimes, like, you know, if, like, you might leave an enemy with, like, 10 health or, like, 5 health or something, for example, or maybe even 1 health in the worst of scenarios, which definitely, it's not a fun thing to encounter. And, okay, we got a couple of decent things up in here, but, I believe one of these chests over here that we are breaking into should have some relatively decenter stuff, but in the meantime, there's, oh, well, there goes the Guandao. Fun having you around, buddy. No worries, there's plenty more where that came from. Let's try and preserve this armor a little bit, though, and get out of here, because this armor is starting to enter the red zone. And no, this isn't the Super Bowl. Not that it would have mattered, because I think there were like 2 red zone plays in the entire Super Bowl and that thing that went down. But whatchamacall, yeah, there's, our armor has entered the red zone, but it's not like a touchdown type of red zone. It's a, oh no, my armor is about to be destroyed type of red zone. And I do want to keep these pants. Honestly guys, we might strip naked to preserve the pantalones. I know that I have an obsession with pantalones, but listen, this is special because I never had these warriors' greaves, those pantalones. They never belonged to me. And I don't care if I need to run around butt naked in my Chinese attire. Alright? I will do it. As long as I can preserve the goods, and the goods preserved, they will be. These chests, they will not be preserved. They will be totally broken into, and let's frickin' go. This is the chest I believe I was looking for. This has the goods that we wanted. Now, at least from the research that I did on this base, maybe I hope I didn't miss out on better rooms, man, because this base kind of had some meh loot. Like, it's not the best in the world, it's not the worst in the world, but definitely not the best in the world. But I do think that there's still we could still technically use 1C4, but I think we might just try to take all those broken down weapons as prize. And I mean, broken down weapons do still have some use. They might not be used as very useful as guns, but in case you guys don't know, broken down weapons might be your best friend when it comes to the recycler. Papa Star, why is this? What are you talking about? And also, why does this gun not have the, whatchamacall? Did I not properly equip this gun? Why does it not have the leg shot ability? I am bamboozled. Oh, god dang. I think this was one of the guns that already came fully modded. Because, whatchamacall? The mod that I use, like in the gunsmith bench, that like automatically like loads a preset for my modded weapons and how I want them, it should be set to load in our one active skill mod scope, but this one did not get loaded in with that, which is a little bit of a bummer, but hey, that's okay. We got Toxic Abomination here left to go, and it would have been nice to have the leg shot ability, but by no means necessary. We've been daily raiding for pretty much, what is it? It's past January, because raiding came out last January. We've been raiding for over a year at this point, so, oh, wow. That Guandao and pistol was, mwah, absolutely magnifique. The perfecto amount of loot, baby. Not loot, durability, baby. So I'm pretty cool with that. And honestly, with this chest here, I'm pretty cool with this because we are going to be able to scrap these. You might be like, Star, but the durability will make them not drop loot. And that's actually a good point. This might not be something that a lot of you guys know about, but if it isn't, then yo, listen up, kids, lads and lassies, ladies and gentlemen. If depending on the durability, that also varies the percentage that you will get something back. So like when you put something into the recycler, if it's low durability, it might say that you have like a 20% chance at weapon parts or factory parts, for example, but it actually will be even lower if you put in low durability weapons like this. However, recycling these still gives you the same amount of EXP for your guns, meaning that broken down weapons, while they might not net you the parts from the recycler, they will still give you the EXP that then you kind of want to like break these down first, and then you can use the EXP from them to help ensure that your full durability weapons that you might want to break down have a better shot at dropping factory parts and the like and all that type of jazz. So little bit of an interesting tidbit there that might not be widely known, but definitely want to make as widely known as possible to your lads and lassies. And I definitely want to put away the most valuable loot out of here, because as you guys know, there's going to be a little friend that we are going to encounter back at home. His name, I don't know his name actually, but the Raider guys. Yeah, we'll just call them the Raider guys. And when we encounter them, they're gonna ask for their fair share of the loot. Guess what? If your loot is safely stored away in the chopper, they don't know that you got that from the raid. So a little bit of a cheeky way for you to go ahead and net yourself some nice stuff. We should be able to relatively safely put a couple of these into our two hand slots and our extra pocket over there. Bless up for the extra pocket, baby, which I've actually heard a lot of you guys have been getting ever since the new update 1.11.5 that came out last week, which is such amazing news, man, because the extra pocket skill is honestly, I think, the best in the entire game because it just gives you so much durability. You could like switch between two weapons, for example, and have a heal, or use one weapon and have a med kit if things get drastic, or have like a bandage over there to kind of keep things in check. Like, it just brings so much versatility into the game and quick access to 3 weapons instead of having to like go into your not inbox, but inventory or something. So hopefully, if you guys haven't gotten it yet, I'm wishing you nothing but the best of luck with hopefully getting your hands on the juice, because that is definitely what I would consider the juice of Last Day on Earth. And let's activate that self-healing skill, a skill that I actually managed to get within the, I think we got it because of the update as well, because I mean, before the update we definitely did not have every single active skill and extremely rare skill, including this new burglar skill, maxed out. But after update 1.11.5, that all changed. I saw some people even saying that, like, Star, like, why does Kafir put out these pointless updates? Guys, 1.11.5 was not pointless. Like, maybe if you already had a ton of skills unlocked, you might think of it as like unnecessary because you're like, oh, I already had these skills. But dude, I had a ton of skills unlocked, and even I was like max level, and I still loved the bejesus out of that update. I'm just trying to figure out what to fill up the rest of our inventory with, by the way, guys, before we dip skedaddle out of here. But like, even I could recognize that that was amazing. So guys, that was like, Kafir has put out some like relatively poopy updates within the past that definitely haven't added much, although they've also put out some amazing ones. And that Outpost one, I'm very much so looking forward to. But this update has probably been one of the best, especially from a free-to-play player's standpoint, because on my second account, we're actually streaming on dlive.tv/Starsnipe Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time. On my second account, a free-to-play account that had no extremely rare skills and no active skills, I picked up like the extra pocket perk. I wasn't even close to that before. Like, I picked up so much useful stuff because of the update, and we're starting to die of thirst, but I picked up so much useful stuff because of it, and it just goes to show that, sorry about the burp there, it has definitely been, I think, one of the, sorry about burp number 2 over there, I think, like, just, I don't know if it's been one of the best, but it's been one of the dopest. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's definitely had its place. This was not an unnecessary update. And hello, airdrop number 2. I will go ahead and end things off over at you, but I don't know. I've been a huge fan of it, and just seeing all of you guys in the comment section talking about all the perks you guys have been getting as a result of it just makes me so freaking happy to know that you guys are having fan-freaking-tastic times and gaining such dope perks. And I love that Kafir listened to the feedback and reworked that skill system, because it was pretty controversial from the start and definitely made it hard to get some extremely rare skills. But now they made it where it's like every time you level up, you get a skill, and then you get your choice between 3 random skills as well, giving the player a little bit of choice in it as well. Like, don't get me wrong, oh my god, he just destroyed all my armor. Toxic Spitter, you're the worst. The only enemy that has attacked us during, okay, there's another Toxic Spitter, I guess, but still, the only enemy that managed to hit us just broke our amazing Chinese New Year armor. I am upset, a little bit salty, I'm not gonna lie, but wow, that is kind of a little bit of a bummer. That, on the other hand, is not a bummer. And hey, I guess we could put on these clothes over here now, free up a little bit of inventory room. So slight win. I'm not gonna call that a major win, but I'll give it the slight status. I'll give it the slight win status there. But yeah, I don't know, just best luck to you guys and gals with hopefully getting some dope perks. But I just love how it gave a better chance of getting all of these things and giving the player a choice at the perk too, because before it was totally random from whatchamacall, from like whatever zone you were looting and like getting EXP in, but now it's like totally random out of every perk possible, and you get your choice between 3 random perks, which is, I just love the fact that they're giving more choice to us as players, and hopefully we get more updates like that in the future that really benefit everybody and just kind of like help the ecosystem and progression of the game. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day Out on Survival. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about this brand spanking new Chinese New Year jazz that was released earlier today, and what you guys think about the new chopper pattern, especially because that one's pretty dope. And honestly, I'm pretty happy about this. It's a buck, which, I don't know if that's worth it, but guys, I never managed to get those pantalones, and I'm so happy because I have them, and they're a little bit dinked up, but I have them. They're gonna be a souvenir, and if this Chinese New Year stuff get out of here, rabbit wolf. If this Chinese New Year stuff decides to disappear this year after the event, I'm gonna be pretty salty because I've been hoarding my Chinese New Year armor from last time. So to see that go after a year of being in my freaking not inbox, one of my boxes in my base, I'd be pretty sad. But let me know what y'all think of the Chinese New Year event. Best of luck to you guys and gals in that $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Best of luck getting the Chopper Gas Tank and joining the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup, getting the True Friend perk, leveling up your own perks and skills, not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, and getting past the multiplayer wall. And most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. And I'll talk to you next one. See ya.